You know, I wish I would have settled for a real grade, but looking at this, I might have some plans for it. How's it going, builders? It is Plastic Disasta, and today we are going to do a review of the HG Gundam 0000 Quanta. That actually sounds kind of weird when I said it, but at least you got the idea. Now, this Gundam came from an anime called Mobile Suit Gundam 00, Awakening of the Trailblazer. I know I said anime, I meant to say anime movie. It's been a while for me since I've seen the movie, but I know it takes place after the Gundam 00 series. And another thing I want to be honest about, this is my first high-grade Gundam 00 kit. I know it's kind of a shocker, is it? Hey, that does not stop me of taking a look at this kit because like I said in the beginning of the video, I have plans for it. In this review, I'm not gonna do like any the usual detail paint, do like any top coat and stuff like that. I'm just gonna show you just a straight out of box review, and of course I will show you the runners and the stickers and all that. Now, am I saying a bunch of filler just to pattern out the length of the video? Well, maybe, but anyways, let's get back to the review. Starting off with the box art, we have the Gundam 00 Quanta flying off in space, showing off his sword, and the GN bits flying around. Now, this kit came out in 2010, and I'm hoping that it still holds up today. Taking a look at the side of the box, we get to see some poses, some weapons, and it also shows some gimmicks, and it shows what it can do, and more cool gimmicks. And here is an included action base in there, and another shot or pose of the Gundam 00 Quanta. Looking at the other side of the box, this is supposed to be like the description of what the 00 Quanta is. I know it's in Japanese, but if you want to, you can look at the Gundam Wiki. And moving on over here, we have another build of the 00 Quanta just standing there. It looks like we have some frame images from the movie, and this is the pilot, the main character, Setsuna SAA, and we have more poses of the 00 Quanta. Opening the box, we're gonna be greeted with 1, 2, and 3 bags of runners, along with the manual. Taking a look at this side of the manual, we see a familiar box art, front and back shot of the 00 Quanta, another picture of Setsuna SAA himself. This is the highlight of the manual right here, because this shows all the cool stuff that the 00 Quanta can do, the posing and the gimmicks right here. I think it's like the familiar images like I saw in the box, but I wanted to take a look at it just in case. Yeah, I was right. It's the same images like you saw on the side of the box. Alright, so taking a look at this side of the manual, it seems like we're going to be using all the parts except for these leftover polycons right there. Well, it's to be expected. Starting off with runner A, it's going to be a multicolored part. We have the red parts right here for the feet and part of the torso. Some little bit of yellow right there. It's going to be a lot of white on this one. And another section for the clear parts right here that goes on the side, the legs, arms, and the chest. Runner B is going to be parts for the frame, and looks like we're going to have a very few hand manipulators right there, only like the weapon holding hands and one open palm hand, and the rest is going to be like parts for the elbow joints and the knee joints. Here we have runner C is going to be all blue parts, so we have parts for the shoulder right here, the GN shield, and we have some wrist parts right here and some parts for the torso. Here we have runner D is going to be all clear green parts for the blades. And here we have another runner that makes an action base stand, which is similar to the one I use, but except this is in black. Now, I think more kits should include these. Here we have one big polycap runner. Here is a sticker sheet. Now, for this one, this is actually not a big deal. Well, only if you're planning to use like the dark green stickers. Now, the reason why I had to shine a light on there, because on camera it looked black, so that's why I had to again bring the light to show that it's actually dark green. Now, the one that would kind of irritate to me the most, like say if I was doing detail painting, would be the blue and the white stickers. And not forget to mention that I would paint the eyes too. Now, the reason why I said the dark green stickers would be okay, because you're gonna put it behind a clear plastic piece so it won't peel off. Now, for these ones right here, those small darkening stickers, I believe it doesn't go inside the clear piece. I'm going to check on that, but after I check on it, I'll let you guys know. So there's not a lot of runners to show off with this kit. Well, I'm not going to expect like, you know, something you see on a modern day high grade kit because you know, like I said, it's made in 2010 and I'm not going to expect like really good color separation on this one. Okay, so I'll see you guys right after the build. One thing I forgot to highlight about this manual is that if you look at the back, it's just an advertisement for more Gundam 00 kits, and we have a color guide right down here if you want to paint it. And right over here is going to be more images from the movie, a good CG render of the Gundam 00 Quanta, more pictures of the protagonist, and the movie poster for the 00 Gundam Awakening of the Trailblazer movie. So here is what the out-of-box build for the Gundam 00 Quanta. And I gotta say, it doesn't really take that long to put the kit together, because remember when I show you, it's not a lot of runners, and it should take you like probably 2 or 3 hours to put it together. What surprised me, the chest area or the torso part right here, that's actually color separated, and I'm really happy how it came out. It's almost like building a master grade, even though I never built any of the master grade 00 kits, sadly. And as for seam lines, well, actually there's not a lot, but the only seam lines you're gonna get would be this tiny little one right here on his shins and the back of the leg right over here. And other than that, it looks pretty nice for the most part. And it fell, but don't worry, it's not that back heavy. It's just that maybe I put it down wrong. But let's just hope this GN shield right here doesn't sag over time. Right, so let's move on to the accessories. So first of all, you already have these GN bits that's hanging on to the side of the shield. And later on this review, you can do something cool with its GN bits. Next, we have the GN Sword 5. So this part of the blade, you can take it out and move it to the side. These blue bits can move up and down, and the handle can move down, this way I mean, for its rifle mode. Here we have this other piece of blade you can connect the GN bits on. That's going to allow you to do something cool. As for hand options, you only got to get 2 weapon holding hands and 1 open hand for the left side. So last but not least, we also get an action base stand. Now it's clear blue. You can either like it or hate it, but on the bright side, at least this kit does come with an action base stand. Alright, let me just get this out of the way and we can move on to the articulation. So the head is on a double ball joint. As for the waist, you have a swivel, a little bit to side, and tiny little ab crunch. The arm is going to be on a ball joint. Can swing forward, can move up that far. Elbow bends 90 degrees. The wrist right here can move up and down. And you also get a, well, it's not really much of a ball joint, but even though it looks like one, but you only get like an up and down the wrist area. For the skirt, the front one is on a little ball joint right here, as you can see. Side skirt can move out that far. Back skirt does not move. So for the leg, can move up that far, can move back that far, which is pretty good. You can do the splits. You get a thigh swell right over here, and if you notice, you also get a nice hip rotation right down here. You get a nice double bend of the knee and a bit of armor separation right here. And for the ankle, oh, and also forgot to show you, this part can move up. The ankle can move up that far, move back that far, not really. And it has a really nice pivot and rotation right over here. As for the back, I forgot to show you that this part can move up and down. And for the backpack, you get a hinge right here, or it can move side to side. Rotation, you get a rotation right over here as well. another rotation up here. This can move up, down, and rotates. And right over here, you can open that and it reveals this little thing right here. So overall, the articulation is actually really nice for its time. And I'm positive that you can pull off dynamic poses with this kit. Right, now it's time to have some fun with the accessories. Now to put on its sword. It's just easy as sliding the handle right here and connecting this piece right on his forearm. We'll take an action base stand and its open palm hand. To put this on an action base stand, you just gotta take this little piece out, and it reveals a 3mm peg, and you can put it on right up here if it cooperates. There you go. Switch the hand out. What did I tell you? A dynamic pose. Now, you remember when I said you can use the GN bits on the shield to do something cool? Now, you can actually use these GN bits to make the Buster sword. That's when this piece comes to play. And once you follow the instructions step by step, and here is what the sword is gonna look like. I think Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy is gonna be a little jealous. Here is what the Buster sword is gonna look like in its rifle mode. One more thing I want to show you is that you can use one of its GN bits and use it as a small melee weapon. Now, even though it doesn't show it on the instruction manual, but at least the option is still there. And I think that also happens on the real grade as well. Right, and as for size comparisons, here it is right next to the standard size RX-782 Gundam. Now, as you can see, they're both the same height, even though the 00 Quanta is actually 18.3 meters, whereas the RX-72 is 18 meters, but there's like almost no difference at all. Since I don't have any 00 kits, here is this little Exia, which is in the same universe as the 00 Quanta. And I know what you're asking, hey, are you gonna get any more 00 kits? Well, maybe. It just depends if I'm on the mood for it. Alright, so here are my final thoughts. I think the kit is actually pretty good. The same comment as I did for my Shining Gundam. Check that review out. I think the kit aged pretty well. Like, if you really want to pick this kit up, you kind of have to be in the right mindset. Now, am I saying if it's the best HD kit? Well, not really, even though there are better ones, but I still think the 00 Quanta, it's still pretty good. Just keep in mind that if you're gonna get it, you're gonna have to do like a lot of painting and some panel lining and doing some top coat. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I do have some plans for this kit. Like, I'm gonna do like a custom 00 Quanta. This is why you didn't see that I did not detail paint this. Other than that, I say pick it up. You'll have as much fun as I did. Okay guys, if you make it to the end of the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Now, I keep mentioning the RG00 Quanta a few times already, but the question is it any better? We'll have to find out.